Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. My name is Spanj, and welcome to the garden. Freshly planted, loads of everything, mostly plant fiber. Well, plant fiber is a very important material to a lot of things. It produces nitrocellulose, so lots of that. Otherwise, we have to just chop trees down, which isn't, a big deal, but it means going out and actually doing something. Well, you can grow it in your base. Now, I have fully moved into the base. I've started using things to produce things. The words we use, isn't it? The constructors and stuff to build stuff. Furnaces have been busy cooking down all that arrestra from last episode. We've got ourselves a good sort of stacking a bit now, so that's quite nice. Now, I have also been busy moving around this planet and discovering local deposits to put down auto miners. In fact, I've put down all the auto miners that I want to on this planet. We've got one on iron, one on copper, one on silicon, one on cobalt, one on titanium, one on neo, and one on promethium. Don't need to put one on aluminium, really. And we can't put them on gold. It won't allow us. So this planet, as far as auto miners are concerned, is done. What I need to with my final 3 auto miners before I need to go out and find more auto miner cores, which we get from POIs and stuff, is Erestium, Zirconium, Sathium, Magnesium, and Pentaxid. I don't think I've missed anything out there. Platinum, I think, is another one you can't put auto miners on, but do correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Platinum is about aluminium levels of priority, to be honest, in the vanilla game. So Erestium, Zirconium, and Pentaxid, I think, are the 3 I would choose to place down on. Magnesium being the optional extra, really. Magnesium is only really used for ammunition. It is very useful for ammunition, but the supply I have at the moment is doing quite well, rearming the base with missiles here. I got this constructor working on normal fuel packs to work through some of this promethium that I've got saved up here. I run out of water, and the water collectors, unfortunately, are taking a little longer than I'd like them to collect enough water to keep the fusion amounts going. So just going to let the water collectors do what they do for a while, and hopefully we'll get some more water in. But I mean, it did produce enough fusion cells to pretty much fully power the base here. So this has 25 hours of power with constructors running. So it's pretty good. No shield on this base, just a forewarning. I should probably turn the oxygen on so that the room in here is pressurized. It is oxygen from the planet anyway, so it wasn't too big a deal. Anyway, I haven't done something else, and one thing I want to show you today how to do is organize your containers. So when you have a look in F4 and you have a look at your base, your containers will generally be all over the shop, and you have to sort of scroll through the list to find the one that you want. Well, you can organize them and you can color code them. And what I've done today here is go to devices, then under cargo boxes. If you put a letter A to Z in priority in front of every box name, it'll then order them alphabetically, you see. So I've put the most important boxes that I will use most frequency as A dash and then the box name. So input, for example, blocks and devices. And then, so on and so forth. Meds, C and B's, armor and small arms, and you get the idea. And then containers that I'm not going to be using for a foreseeable future, I just put a Z at the front of them, and that shoves them right at the bottom of the list. If we F4 again, you can see them all the way down here. Now, the other thing that this list does is if a container is connected to a constructor, then it prefixes it with an A and sticks it at the top, regardless of what letter you give it here. So you can see all the containers currently in use. I don't know why MISC2 is up there, but probably a constructor programmed to it somewhere. And then everything goes in alphabetical, so you can see the B's, C's, and D's, and so on. So I've organized that. And then what I've done in order to color code these boxes is using a hex color picker online. You could just Google hex color picker, HEX, and then just pick a color and it will give you the hex code for that color. Remove the hash if it has one and stick it within square brackets within the name of your cargo box here. So we can see for meds, for example, the A is the default color. Then I've got the color code F0373D inside square brackets, and then the name of the box. As a result, we get A in the normal color and the little dash, and then meds in the red. color code there. And that's it. That's all you do to color code your boxes. It makes it a little bit easier to find in a long list of things like this, which boxes, you know, you're most commonly used. It's easy to find. Basic input is nice bright green. Trade is nice bright yellow there. So you can quickly find those ones, blocks and devices. Didn't really know what color to make that. I mean, the default color is a color at the end of the day, so I left that as is really. And then, I don't know, I tried to make the other boxes kind of color-coded. Water and ice is kind of a bluey color, pentaxid purple, ammo, promethium blue, ammo green, that kind of thing, you know. Just bear in mind that the default color applies over whatever color you select. So if you're selecting, say, the yellow here for trade, and it's not as bright as you expect it to be, and that's probably because the default color, which is like this kind of bluey white, is already applying, and it's sort of merging with the color you've chosen. So what you can do is in square brackets just before your color code is you can put letter C for clear, and that clears the current color, blanks it out, and so then you do get the absolute color that you've selected. Just bear that in mind as well, because you might be putting in somewhat sort of like the small arms here. This is quite a dull sort of green. If I was to put the C in front of that with the correct bracket prefix, of course, that does help actually. There we go. It sort of makes it slightly bright, not really, but it does make it slightly brighter. Yeah, so yeah, just bear that in mind. If the colors aren't coming through quite how you expect them to, it might just be you need to add a little C in there, and that will clear the default color from messing with your color. And that's it. Organized and color coded boxes. Quite handy, especially if you're in a big base or a ship with lots and lots of storage. Just organizing these a little bit better so that it's easier to scroll through and find what you're looking for. Okay, there we go. That's that out of the way. All right, now we know how to move into a base. We have moved into a base. We are fully sort of at home here. The hammerhead is now completely empty, really. It's not got anything in it. So what I tend to do now is transfer some stuff from the base back into the hammerhead and use that as a kind of like, I don't know, ration. I don't know what to call it. Like, you know, just a general supply, just so I can go about and do my business. So what I'm going to do next is going to go out into orbit here. I'm going to find myself a pentaxid deposit, which is my #1 priority, and a restroom and a zirconium. So those three there over on, actually we can do this on Lambert mode. We don't even need to go warpy warps. Just go up to the moon in orbit, has those resources. Pentaxid, restroom, zirconium. I'm going to put auto miners on those as well. Now, auto miners, they do mine, as we saw, into their local storage. So you do then need to go and empty them, which is, you know, quite labor intensive and a bit dull and repetitive, but this is part of the late game now. You know, it's just a case of farming. Now, what I'm farming towards here is the Centurion, which is my brand new drone command and control ship, now available on the workshop. Link in the video description down below. This is the ship I've been building on my building live streams. Okay, and as you can see, we're a little ways off resource-wise from getting this bad boy in. So most of these resources I have auto miners on, but things like Reshium, Zirconium, and Sathium here, I do not have auto miners on. So we're going to have to basically mine those manually, or go put auto miners on them and just sort of wait till the resources come in, essentially. All right, so I'll see you guys up on the moon, wherever it may be, in a moment. Alrighty, so pentaxid deposit. There we go. That's a restroom. And there just happens to be a zirconium deposit right next to a Xerax Rados defense. Fortunately, neutral with Rados, so this will be fine. Assuming I don't build a base here, they won't get upset with me mining a deposit with an auto miner. Okay, so that's all my auto miners. Zirconium, restroom, and pentaxid. So we need to find some more auto miner cores in order to get the final few resources out on tap, basically. So the best way to find auto miner cores is abandoned type POIs. Yeah, abandoned bunker, abandoned reactor, that sort of thing. They're quite difficult to find. They mostly occur outside of territory. So what I'm going to do here is jump in the hammerhead. We're going to go outside of 0x territory here because we're set up base here. So we're just going to go outside. We're going to go to, I don't know, NAFO beta over here, or something that's a bit closer because that's over our warp range. They all are. 30 light years is garbage, dudes. But you do eventually get an epic warp drive the more you explore and stuff, and that has a bit better range. Let's go. Find ourselves an abandoned POI. Now, exploring can be a big part of the game. It is a big part of the game, but it can also be extremely tedious and time-consuming, especially if you're looking for something specific. So, I'm going to show you something here, and again, this is a little cheaty, but you can take it as far as you're comfortable doing. Ultimately, if it means you're enjoying the game more by using this technique, then I see it as a win and not really cheating. If you don't use it and you end up banging your head against the wall out of tedium and boredom, well, that's your fault. Right. Type ENTS minus all. Okay. This gives you a full list of all of the POIs on this planet. And indeed, we have there on here is the abandoned depot, abandoned factory, abandoned weapons lag, and the abandoned archaeological site. 4 abandoned POIs on this planet. Now, this doesn't tell you where they are. It just tells you that they're on this planet. So now you can decide, knowing that there is something here that you're actually after, whether you want to explore this planet manually, given it's a large planet. This would take a considerable amount of time to manually explore and hope upon an abandoned POI. And the other thing that you can do, as many of you already know, is type the map in the console here, and it reveals the entire planet. Now, you know, again, it's up to you how far you take this, but you can essentially just mouse over the different POIs until you find the one you're looking for. It's a lot quicker than going through, you know, there's the abandoned weapon lab down there, going around the planet, searching for it a bit at a time at a maximum speed of 70 meters a second, you know. So the other thing that you can do as well is, and again, this is how far you want to take it, you can use the teleport command. So the abandoned, let's go factory here, has an ID over here. You can see 6839 TT, and you might want to put yourself in God mode before you do this. TT 6839. Leave off the preceding zeros, they're unnecessary. But this will teleport you directly to the factory, and that's why you want to put yourself into God mode, so that you can get yourself out of the hole before it renders in. Once you've found that location, you can then look at where you are on the map. And you're right, we're right down here on the pole. I said about poles, didn't I? And generally, things just gravitate towards the poles. And then, of course, you can use the same method in order to teleport back to your ship, if you can remember its ID, or you just happen to know where it is. Somewhere around here, isn't it? Where did I park that damn ship again? There it is, right there. Now, if you've got TT enabled, I had it enabled, so I just disabled it. TT enables you to shift right click on items on the map. So you can shift right click on the nightshade here, and it will take me, well, it'll take me directly underneath the nightshade. But up in God mode, I can then just zip all the way back up to my ship and pretend nothing ever happened, everything's fine. And I can now do even map hide to turn the map back off. But no, that is down there because I went down there and discovered it. So we can waypoint that now. We can have a waypoint. We can say, there we go, waypoint that like that. And we can see on the waypoint that it's 16 kilometers away. 16 kilometers away in flight atmosphere takes a very long time. However, if you then go up into space again, and then it's only 7 kilometers away in space, because, you know, reasons. And space travel, you're up to 100 meters a second. So, you know, it's a lot quicker. So you can get yourself around the planet to what you're looking for very, very quickly. And there you go. So you don't actually have to sit there are, you know, searching the entire large planet for that one thing you're looking for. And if you're not looking for anything in particular, you're just exploring, then, you know, you don't need to use any of those commands. And if you're uncomfortable using them, you don't need to use any of the commands. But if it increases your enjoyment of the game and makes you a little bit more happier playing, then go for it. Absolutely go for it. Now, do bear in mind that those commands that I just shown you, and all the commands that I've shown you here, will only work on single player. If you are playing on a multiplayer server, especially one you do not own or run or are not an admin on, and you try and use any of those commands, you will potentially get yourself banned and in a lot of trouble with the admins. So please don't do that. If you are playing on a multiplayer server, I am afraid that you're going to have to just do things the hard way and the long way. But yeah, on single player, there's no harm in using these commands at all if it makes things a little easier for you. But yeah, there we go. We can fly around the outside of the planet. It cuts our journey time considerably, and before long, we've arrived at the infamous abandoned factory. Now, this abandoned factory, believe it or not, despite the fact that the abandoned factory is a classic POI, it has been around for a very long time. This iteration of it, however, I've never actually run it. I don't think I have anyway. Maybe I have. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I can't remember. I don't think I've run it. Have I run it? You guys will know. I can't remember. Useless, aren't I? Right. Well, these guns don't have the depression I need for that, do I? Gun elevation or anything? Meanwhile, my ship is just being blatted at by these sentry guns. No big deal. Get rid of that one over there. Bye-bye. Cats just don't have the gun elevation for this, do they? My own sentry guns are shooting back though, so I feel like it is a sentry off, and I've got shields and they don't, so screw them. Alright, well, let's go up on the roof and shoot some things. I must remember to change my armor before going in here, but this is what we're going to try and get some autominer cores from this location. So we have a mobility and a runny boost. We are going to need heavy armor. I need to get a repair station to repair these things, right? I'm going to go dual armor boost there and a multi. We have 9 radiations of protection. It's 12 radiations. I'll actually drop the multi for radiation. There we go, 15 radiations of protection. All right, so one of the guns is still shooting. Whose is it? Is it mine or theirs? I think it's theirs. I think it's over there. Put my flashlight back on. Yeah, this is the thing with heavy armors. I am much slower and heavier now. I'm prone to falling down things, apparently. Oh my god, it's hard to hit things. Oh, I nearly died. Hard to hit things when you're getting hit because your screen is shaking all over the shop. There we go. Okay, I think all the sentry guns are down now. Yeah, so welcome to the abandoned factory. If I've done this one before and I've lost my memory of it, I do apologize, but here we go. Now, abandoned POIs, as you know, we have done them before, are nasty pieces of work. So they're usually pretty full of loot. So, yeah, here we go. I'm going to go in. Well, look around. I am starting to kind of vaguely remember this place now. I gotta admit. I think I have done it before. Now, generally, what they'll do is they'll let you in the front door, unchallenged, and you can start looting. So the hammerhead here, we're going to connect to the blocks and devices box, because I know that's a nice chunky 264,000. Decent amount of storage. I'm just going to loot up in there. So you'll generally get, like, shot. Can't thread that needle. Ow, but he can. Oh my god. Wow. They have such laser precision. And of course, you know, they have a perfect scan of the hitboxes of things, so they know they can thread a frickin' bullet through the smallest of gaps. Anyway, yeah, get shot. Who's up there? What a cheeky bugger. Let you in, let you wander around, let you steal some stuff. Get shot by the sentry guns. and take all the things you want. Initially, at least, anyway. What the hell? Oh, hello, cheeky. What are you doing up there? I'd be a rubbish commando, wouldn't I? I've been shot so much already. You very much know I'm here, and they've already shot me loads. Combat walkers, huh? Not what I expected. Alright, there we go. Bit of loot. There's a nice switch here that we... Flip it up. Code? I don't have a code. Code? Through the boxes, busy chatting away. Code 0072. There we go. We reviewed the footage to question those who escaped. Seems R&D staff underestimated the dormancy of sample 271B. Although they did have a shut-off lever for the containment unit, it seemed that the tendril the core used to breach the field killed the technicians and prevented access to the switch. Damn. After cost versus threat analysis of the situation, we recommend writing off the entire factory and leaving it sealed. The entryway has been locked with code 0072 in the event that the contents of the facility are required in future. Primary competitive element within the factory are mechanoids and androids, both of which we can pass off to the ZHC as an AI malfunction. It wouldn't be the first time. Well, well, well. Very pragmatic. 0072 then is the code for the rampy ramps. Get it up. And let's get down there. Boom. There we go. Okay, we are in. This is where the fun begins. Alright. Let's do a cheeky little reload as we descend into the horror and darkness that is. Ow! Frickin' sentry. Jump, man, jump. I couldn't back out there because the little lip on the thingy. Rockets. Okay, got an idea. Let me see if I can distract the sentry gun over here. There we go. And then pop down and go blam, blam. Boom, boom. Damn, that little lip there is just a bit of a nightmare. I know there are lots of like machine gun turrets on the right here, but I'm more concerned maybe with what's on the left, judging by the noises. I'm hoping they're all behind that door. And they're not just about to come rushing around this corner to kill me. They're about to come around this corner to kill me. Did I? I just cancelled that reload like right at the wrong time. It's so infuriating that you have to wait for the full reload animation to complete before switching weapons. Only then will it keep. Alright. What the hell? How did he get up there? Alright, I see the sentry gun. Use the scope. Oh god. Used to be like back in our old version of Empyrion, you interrupt the reload, you just lose the ammo. Remember those days, guys? God, they updated that, eh? That would have been terrible. Alright, let's just double check as well. No respawners over here. They're gonna put turret robots up our backside. Oh my god, that made me jump. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. Freaking commando unit. I'm lucky to be alive. That's the heavy armor right there. Far more in here than I anticipated. I thought it was just going to be androids. That's what they said. They ain't just androids, guys. Alright, what we got here? It's worse than we thought. Bastards took over all the droids and mechs in the entire factory. That's not supposed to be possible. Most of the crew got out, but that don't matter since they're churning out more and more mechs every hour. Don't bother with polsec. Go straight to the ZHC. Message not sent. ZHC. What the ZHC is. We're looting straight into blocks of devices, aren't we? Got a whoopsie daisy. Okay. That was close. It was wise to be cautious of that down there. He missed me 3 times. That is unheard of. Emergency shelter has been locked down and all personnel are to remain in place until security team arrives to deal with the situation. Cause of the lockdown is an alert in the R&D division on B2. Please obey the instructions of all security androids. Yeah. The instructions of security androids right now is die. Yeah? I'll come back for all those containers later. They're all like going to be little bits and bobs of loot. Not overly interested in right now, I'll be honest. Spawn pad. Lots of damage around here from my rockets. I was expecting a sentry gun any second now. Okay. Bad guys in there. Holy crap. Elevator. Sit down, you. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. I thought I saw a commando or a commando droid or something coming out of that room as well. Frickin' shot. I may say so myself. Sit down. Okay. This place is freaking dicey, dudes. Dicey. Oh, he's just poking his head through the glass there. Damn it. It's so close. He's almost... I can almost execute him. Look at him, glitching bastard. Right, fine. Damn hitboxes. Okay, attention, all factory personnel to evacuate by 0900 hours. Anyone left inside the factory will remain in there until a cleanup crew arrives to destroy the infestation in the R&D department. The containment shelter on B1 requires authorization from both the security and science division. The code for security is 0809. 89. Basically. Right, and I assume it opens that door there. Okay. Code for science is 7372. Okay. 0809. Yep. And 7372. Huh. Nailed it. Okay. Of course, we haven't been this way yet either, though. He's in there. Look, there he is. Sneaky bugger. Sneaky. Whoa! Right! Oh my god! Didn't realize there was 2 of them. Woo! Good job we got the old brown trousers on today, I tell you guys. What the hell? Where did he come from? Okay. Sentry gun still didn't die. I must have missed with a rocket. I don't understand where that guy came from, though. That's crazy. He come from in here? I don't understand. They do sometimes glitch through walls. That's the only thing. But there's this corridor down here. I think that goes into the weapon testing room, if I remember correctly. We want to see, though, if this door hasn't opened, has it? No, not allowed still. Did I loot that? didn't do that. Look at that. What a moron. Did now. All these, like I say, all these little crates and stuff I'll get on the way back. So I think maybe... Oh my god. Oh boy. Did I get the soldier? Did now. Place is hell, dudes. Oh god. You know it's bad. Oh god, die you miserable beasts, die. Whew. 69 bullets remaining. The perfect number of bullets. Damn. That's quite a trail of death. Okay, it's lucky they can't hit when you're just walking backwards slowly, isn't it? Ladder. Note the ladder. Not something I'm used to like looking for, I have to admit. I think when I first run this, I got a bit stuck at this point and was like, I don't know where to go. There's a ladder right there. Sentry guns. Nasty things. Ooh. Nice little dose of scorpions as well. No big deal. No big deal. Okay, I think we're all reloaded. Ready to go down. That's better. If you'd given me an epic pistol right there, I'd be slapping someone so hard right now. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Right, I've got 1,600 rounds with that then. Right, I think that opens up the way back to the lab. Yeah, it does. And then this goes down into the deep, dark, deep, dark. Deepest, darkest. Huh. Wait, what? No power. Interesting. A little tricky to figure out this place, I tell you. There's lots of back and forth and kind of going back on yourself and then back on yourself again. But now I think we go down this long corridor. Hello. Any more would like to come out of the way? Yeah, that's the weapons testing area. This is the bit that I was trying to avoid. You know, as long as it was practical to avoid. But eventually you've got to come in here. Yeah. Okay, that I think is the off switch. You have to get all the way in here. We've missed the lockdown, so we're shut out of the shelter with the rest of the crew. Barricaded ourselves with enough food and water for a couple of weeks in the weapon testing control room. can feel vibrations from the factory downstairs. It's still running, still producing more mechanoids and androids. What is going on? The Legacy have never done this before. There's someone in the corridor outside. I can see them through the glass. It must be the security team here to finally clean up this mess. Yeah, it ain't. It ain't, buddy. It ain't. Is to use the drone to distract them each time. So run to cover, distract, run to cover, distract. That sort of thing. Ow. Ow. They're really on it, aren't they? Bloody hell. So I'd at least be able to get... Oh, fuck me. Hello. No, behind you. This way, dickhead. Good job. Good job. Okie dokie. Hi. How are you today? So yeah, they'll follow a drone, and then you should be able to run. Oh my god, they're so fast today. Hey, how is he shooting me? Oh, I see. He's glitching through the wall. Yeah, no worries. Off with you, you bastards. Shit. Nice, Restroom Zircosium. No auto miner cores so far. Auto miner cores typically they're in epic containers, so you know we've had one epic container with the epic minigun so far, which we haven't used yet, but let's give it a whirl, shall we? It's rather good. Does do a number on them, I tell ya. Heals? That's good. Huh. I guess we got to kill that then, right? That seems odd. Normally you don't have to, like, destroy a wall or anything in these places. Hey guys. Personal log. We've got mechs and droids running under legacy control. Son of a bitch took out our own production line and turned them on us. Didn't know what was happening until half of B2 was gone. We've managed to jam the elevators so the mechs can't get up here to B1. And Skiff climbed into the vents to depower the ventilation access under the entry ramp. If there's anyone holed up on B2, he won't survive much longer without air. I blocked the door up, but I don't know that there's at least one loading mech on this floor that can get through it. Uh-oh. Loading mech. Is that like the aliens one? Get away from her, you bitch! I was just expecting something to drop on my head then. No worries. They're so little! Well, this was made after the introduction of Crouch, wasn't it? Right. Okay. Power control. Ventilation system power supply. Pull lever to reinitialize system and restore power to the ventilation system on the lower levels. Manual access via entry ramp maintenance. Okie dokie. Getting a decent amount from this POI, I gotta admit. Another railgun. Lovely. Okay, flipper. Okay, I think that activates the ramp switch that we had. There's no quick way back to that then, is there? That's where it is. Okay, well, I guess we go back crawling then. Rolling back through the ventilation shaft. You know what I mean about being like a lot of back and forth and going back in your cells and back in your cells again? Right. So I think now we flip it to that. And that opens up. Confusingly, you'd think, oh, I'll go that way, but that's actually back to the start again, right? But underneath the ramp, you can then access this bit. And then you're in the lower area. It's only slightly confusing. But once you know, you know. They're fast. They always seem to come in bloody pairs as well. Right. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What is going on? The auto factory suddenly stopped making heat exchangers and started assembling more mechanoids and droids, and these ones don't follow orders. The auto factory needs to be shut down. As long as it's running, it'll keep reinforcing the R&D department. If anyone finds this, it's across the atrium and to the right. Atrium. Hello? This little cubby hole? Ah, cheeky. More Xeno steel. Lovely. I sense robots. I also sense sentry guns. Oh. I knew it. Shut down. Alrighty then. Big hangar door on the right. Seems fine. Definitely not ominous. A little like something over there, like underneath that elevator. This very much looks like something had collapsed. Okay. I think we go crawling through here. It's just like a proper like Doom level, you know? Old school boomer shooter kind of through freaking ventilation shafts and stuff. Alright, we're through one door here. Baby scope. Sorry, not sorry. Can't go through there, but we can go through here. I guess we could destroy this. Hey, I'll shoot you in the penis. No penis for you. Your penis rights have been revoked. Right. Oh god, I know that noise. Make sure I have all the bullets. Yep. I was there. They watched the inactive core begin spooling power. There was nothing I could do. It shot out a tendril right through the sidewall and into the feed lines from the generator upstairs. It just kept spreading. It engulfed the entire wall and stretched halfway across the factory to take control of the auto factory. I never heard of the legacy tech being able to take over computer systems without completely corrupting them in the process, but this, it knew what it was doing. All the security mechs are networked, and it took control over all of them in an instant. There's a shut-off switch behind the containment unit, specifically for this reason. If I'd been a little bit more brave, I could have reached it before the mechs turned on us. I set up a couple of auto turrets and managed to bring down the ceiling of the tunnel. Now I'm trapped in this security officer with nowhere to go. I think they must have shut down the ventilation. It's getting harder to breathe. Ah! Oh, he got me. Crap. Crap. Ah. He got me. Jeez, what is it? What have I got? Green. I've got green. Endoparasite stage 1. Okay. These guys don't do that. Am I in range of the hammerhead? Everything's fine. Endoparasite stage 1. Stage 1 endo. Poisonous bite. Okay. Never mind. Endo. You. There we go. Ah, good. Jesus. They will not die. What the hell is going on? The door closes when I go near it. What am I supposed to do about that? Alright, and the door closes. And I just open it again? Not allowed. What am I supposed to do? Wait. It can't be that obvious, can it? Ah, for Christ's sake, it's that obvious. I always think with Vermilion POIs, like the last option or the last resort is to actually shoot something. There's never shoot something. Oh crikey, right. 2 in here. Right. One left. There we go. Pays to have a rocket launcher, apparently, guys. Pays to have a rocket launcher. Alright, do we go this way? Or do we go the way of the sentry guns? Oh, crikey. Get around the corner, please. They don't seem to shoot back when you're shooting them, which is nice. Why is that thing still alive? Can I kill that? Killed something. Something blew up in here. This. Nasty spawn. Maybe the factory is still churning out bits and bobs then, I guess. Alright, some loot. Some loot. Flip. Alright. I'm expecting an ambush. Always expect an ambush in this place. Oh, that was sentry guns then. Oh, this is a trap. This is definitely a trap. Oh man. 150% a trap. Oh boy. Alright, 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 alright. What's the plan when you know it's a trap? Spring the trap. Okay. Isn't too bad. Definitely not the end of it. Alright, Corridor of Doom. What do you got for me? Okay. I really hope at the end of all this, there's a freaking auto miner core for me. Because this was the whole point of this, was to get auto miner cores. You know? Auto miner cores? Please? Me, pretty please? I can't find them in POIs. There is another option. Which if we don't get one, I'll show you. They're going to drop from those holes in the ceiling. Where? Alright. Ultra rare. 3 auto miner cores. Bingo! And another laser minigun. Thank you very much. Okay, we're through the hole. And flip it up. There we go. Well, we got what we came for. The auto miner cores are ours. But that did spawn a few last minute. Bad guys here. Ah, screw it. Let's go kill the last of the dickheads around this corner then. Here we go. I summon you, dickheads. Excellent. Excellent dying. Well done. You died terribly. There we have a auto miner core. That's what we came for. And that's what we got, luckily. I mean, I will admit, there is definitely... Whoops. Some luck in that. Oh, I don't need minigun rounds anymore, do I? We could have gone through that and not got an auto miner core. It is RNG at the end of the day. It is pure luck. So, let me sort this out, salvage it down, loot the rest of these boxes of their bits and bobs, and then I'll see if I can show you the other way of getting auto miner cores. And that's quite simply to just go and buy them. Find a trader. I've come all the way back here to Omicron in the Empyrion system because, you know, never knew there was a trader here, and, you know, I could sell a drill to him and buy auto miner cores. There you go. I just bought 5 auto miner cores. Huh? So, you know, you don't have to go traipsing through abandoned POIs all the time looking for these things. But then once you've got enough of them and you've got every resource on tap, and it's just a case of maintaining them. Like, I had the 9 auto miner cores. It's kind of ridiculous. But this will be great. I can tap the Erestium and Sarcosium. Oh, I've already got those. Sorry, I can tap the Sathium, the Magnesium now as well, and maybe double up on resources that get used quite often, quite significantly, like Magnesium and like Erestium, which is used a lot for ammunition. Hell, even Pentaxid is used a lot for ammunition. But yeah, the 9 auto miner cores, plus obviously the ones that I've already placed down, we should be fine now to run auto miners. So there you go. You got 2 options. Run a POI, which is my preferred option, because then you get all the loot of the POI and the joy of defeating the POI or getting your ass kicked by the POI. In any case, it's a lot of fun. But you know, it's up to you. If you're playing the trader game, then there you go. Find a trader and buy the damn things. They are available for a price, but it's not been hard making money so far. So, and if you are stuck for money, just sell a bunch of console decos to the colonists. Now, something happened. I don't quite know how it happened, but I'm now unfriendly with the colonists. And yes, I'm gonna have to kill a bunch of Xerax to get friendly again, I guess. I'm not really sure what I did to warrant the unfriendly, but they are now unfriendly with me. So screw those guys. Hello. Thank God you're a Polaris ship. I mean, I would have been shot a long time ago, and my guns would have been opening up if it was anything other than a Polaris ship. But thank God it's a bloody Polaris ship. Anyway, okay, that's the Empyrion system. We're back there. We need to head home. Let's go. All right, well, there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, ladies and gents, is find me that Sathium deposit, find me that Magnesium deposit, and set up auto miners on those. And then it's a case of offloading what resources I have into the factory. So next episode, I will have for you the brand spanking new Centurion command and control ship ready to spawn in. And then it's a case of getting this thing set up as my main ship, retiring the Hammerhead to mothballs, although I'll probably still use it to run the auto miners because it'll be a hell of a lot more fuel efficient. And then we start basically creeping into the very end game, I suppose. Although this isn't an end game ship, the Centurion here is very much a sort of a mobile base, an exploration ship. There's a few more ships that I'm going to be bringing in order to essentially do the end game stuff. But with all the resources now on tap, or very soon on tap, it'd just be a case of sleeping a lot. Just hitting up that bed over and over again, you know, until the auto miners fill up, and then crafting more and more fusion cells, Promethean cells and whatnot in order to refuel the auto miners, grab the ore, refine the ore, pump the ore into the factory. You know, it's just a very repetitive process. Now, doing the auto miner approach like I'm doing and doing the resources that way is only one way to do it. The other way to do it is do POIs and just, you know, salvage them. It takes a hell of a lot longer. You know, except maybe iron and titanium and stuff, you get that by just collapsing the buildings down and salvage and picking up the bits. But yeah, mining is auto mining is probably the easiest and quickest method to get all of the resources very, very quickly, especially the rarer ones. Anyway, that's for sure. Iron and titanium and maybe even sathium. It's probably quicker to collapse POIs and pick up the bits to get a ridiculous amount of that material to pump into the factory. But yeah, those are not the resources you're struggling for anyway. So there we go. Anyway, I think I've rambled on enough. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and hopefully I'll see you for the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.